All right, so when we started today, I said there was a reason that we were here at the rodeo grounds because we have a story about a cowboy, Henry, goes west. There we go. And it says here, Robert Quackenbush. Who is Robert Quackenbush? The author, you're right. And we know that author writes the story, author writes the story, author writes the story. That's why he came first. All right, here we go. Henry goes west. Now I'm here at what page? The title page. Good job. And on the title page, I only see Robert Quackenbush. That must mean he has two jobs. What's his second job? That's right, he's the illustrator. And we know that illustrators illustrate, illustrators illustrate, illustrators illustrate, which means he made the pictures. For Henry goes west. Dear Henry, I'm having a wonderful time on my vacation out west. Wish you were here. Love, Clara. Written to Henry the Duck. Oh, look at that nice postcard. And if she is she a cow duck? A cowboy duck? Cowgirl duck? I don't know what she would be called. What do you think she might be called? Well, anyway, Henry the Duck missed his friend Clara, who was vacationing out west. He decided to pay her a surprise visit. So he packed his bag and took the first plane heading west to meet her. Look at that hat he has on. Ooh, he would do really well here at the rodeo, wouldn't he? Henry arrived at Clara's guest ranch early the next morning, but the ranch was closed. Everyone had just left for an all-day trail ride. They would not be back until midnight. Now he knows that because he read the sign, so we will read the sign. Ranch closed today. Gone on a trail ride back at midnight. Woo, that is late. Oh my goodness. So Henry decided to have a look around the ranch while he waited for Clara. He was snapping a picture near the barn, and Henry backed right into a mule. Neither of them are looking, are they? The surprised mule, bam, kicked Henry, and Henry landed on the back of a horse. So here the mule, he surprised him, so he kicked out. It made Henry fly up into the air and land on the horse. Oh my goodness. The horse was a bucking bronco, just like the ones you'd see here at the rodeo. Henry was taken for a wild ride. He was tossed over the fence. Oh my goodness, hang on, Henry. But then he went flying. Henry landed in a bull's pen, and the bull chased Henry, and Henry ran and ran and ran and ran and ran and ran and ran. Look at that bull. It'd be just like the bulls you'd see where? You're right, here at the rodeo, especially on Bulls Night. Oh my goodness. At last, Henry got out of the bull's pen, and he went to sit on a large rock. But he did not see it had a cactus behind it, and Henry sat down, ouch, on the cactus. Owie! Ouch, Henry, you should have looked first. Henry jumped up and quacked loudly. The noise frightened some cattle grazing nearby. Take a look at the cows. There's the cattle grazing nearby. If cattle get frightened, do you know what they do? Do you know what they do? The cattle began running. Soon they were racing at full speed. Henry had started a stampede. Oh no! Watch out, Henry. You're going to be run over by the stampeding cows. Phew! Whew, Henry escaped to the hills in the nick of time. He pulled the cactus stickers from his tail. Then he headed back to the ranch. Ouch. So the cattle are quiet again, and he is pulling cactus stickers, ouchie, out of his tail. Ooh. But then he headed to the ranch. Now on the way, Henry spotted an unusual rock. He thought it would make a good present for Clara. But as soon as he picked up the rock, guys, what do you think that rock really is? Do you have an idea? Is that your guess? That is a good guess. Any other guesses? Okay, should we turn the page and find out what it really was? Uh-oh. He heard a loud rumbling from the mountaintop. Henry had started a landslide, and he ran as fast as he could go. Oh, no. So here he was. Whoopsie. He picked up this rock right there. Okay. See how it's all the way, all these rocks up here. Whoops, sorry. All these rocks up here come to rest on that rock there. And now it's a landslide. Run, 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 run. Whew. Henry got clear of the landslide, and then he went straight back to the ranch to wait for Clara. Whew, I don't know about you guys, but did you see the landslide coming? No, I didn't either. I thought, okay, is he going to pick up an armadillo? Is he going to pick up another round cactus? Is he going to pick... I had so many guesses, and so did you. So many great guesses. I did not see that landslide coming. Whew, that made me scared. Did it make you scared? I know. I would have gone right back to the ranch, too. No more. No more. This is scary out here. Henry waited and waited, and it was turning cold on the desert. So Henry built what did he build? Right, good job. A campfire. He stood close to the fire to warm his tail feathers. In fact, he stood too close. Uh-oh, what happens when you stand too close to a fire? Oh no, be safe, Henry. Suddenly, Henry's tail feathers began to sizzle. He made a beeline for the water and dove in. Oh, well, there's some water, and there's his sizzling tail feathers. Oh my goodness, he was so lucky that there was water nearby. But friends, do you remember if you stood too close to a fire and you didn't have water to jump into, what should you do? You would stop, drop, and roll until those sizzling feathers were put out, right? So you would do what? Say it with me. Stop, drop, and roll back and forth until your clothes, because you don't have feathers, you would have clothes, till your clothes are out. But Henry, lucky for him, he had water to dive into. Now Henry was soaking wet and worn out. He wished Clara would hurry up and get there. Look at him. Do you think he's cold before? Now he's really cold in the soaking water. At last, the riding party returned. But Clara was not with them. Henry asked one of the cowboys if he had seen her. "Sorry, mister," said the cowboy. Oh no, where could Clara be? Oh no. "Clara went home yesterday. She said she was lonesome for someone named Henry." What? Are you kidding me? You see what happened to Henry? He did all that waiting, all that flying, all those things that happened to him to meet Clara at the ranch. And Clara had gone home to get him. And he went, oh. And That, my friends, is the end of Henry Goes West. Oh, silly Henry. I suppose they didn't have, she was sending him a postcard. They probably didn't have cell phones to be able to say, hey, I'm coming in on this plane, and make a little better travel arrangements, don't you think? Well, I hope that you enjoyed another W kind of day and go out and have a very great day. And always remember, my preschool friends, that Mrs. Ryan loves you, but God loves you even more. Yay! Have a super great day, guys.